out-of-body experience.
Welcome to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your host Logan and
Aiden.
And we bring you another episode where we have a lot to talk about. There's been so much stuff that has happened in this week of wrestling, and we are here to recap it all. So, hey, let's begin with Monday Night Raw and Tribal Combat.
Yeah, Tribal Combat is all set. We get the contract signing. We get the acknowledgement of each other, where they won't touch each other till the match.
Yeah, and Jacob lived up to it. I mean, he respects the rules.
Or he can't be in Tribal Combat.
Yeah, he respects them. I respect that.
Yeah. So now we got that match set up. That's probably gonna be your main event, Clash of the
I would think so.
So we'll see what happens there. It's gonna be interesting how they end up going with this thing. It's gonna be a crazy match, I think.
And it's going to be even more unpredictable now because there has been some hot breaking news that Jacob Fatu might be injured.
Yeah, he was limping at a live show.
Yeah, and then there was some other things that came out saying it's legitimate, and they're saying they're not sure if he's going to be cleared for the match. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. I think it just seems like they're just preparing just in case, but I think that he'll be okay and that they'll get the match going and I think he'll be fine. I don't think he's going to have too many problems with it.
I was going to predict Jacob Fatu winning the match because I think they could go down that kind of tyrannical leader storyline like I was talking about on a different episode. But now that he's injured, I don't know if they might pivot back to Roman.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the injury is as bad as people were trying to make it out to be. I think people are doing the classic panicking mode thing. So I could see either way. One of those two. I could see either one of them winning this match. So it's up for grabs, I think. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I like Roman obviously, and he's the guy I'm probably going to pick with. But
well, you got to for your draft.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I wouldn't be mad if Jacob won. Let's just say that. So, but I love the story so far. I loved everything they're doing with it. I found it a little weird they went Tribal Combat instead of like a last man standing or I quit even. But I get what they're doing. They kind of putting it in there. And if
I think they did that.
Roman leaves.
I think they did that because Roman wasn't going to accept another match. He was forced to accept Tribal Combat because he can't look weak. So he had to. I think Jacob had to resort to last resorts.
Yeah,
to get
I
the
can
match.
see that. But also, because he was going to get fired. And that's what he said in the promo where he said he wins either way, even if he loses the match.
He's not going to get fired,
yeah. So I kind of get that. I felt like that was an unnecessary part of the storyline, though, anyway. Like, I get they're trying to portray him as this uncontrollable monster, but...
It kind of makes Adam Pearce look weak.
Well, yeah, Roman Reigns makes Adam Pearce look weak every single week, so... That he's just... Like, he's reached the point of power where he makes all the decisions.
At least about this stuff.
Well, but this is how that character is now. I mean, he's been doing that since he came back at the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about how the only reason Punk's there is because he said he was allowed to.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff. That's basically where this character's gone now. He's kind of gone, before he was like the chief that was proving himself in the Bloodline storyline all that time, where he's like constantly like saying things, but then everyone's like pushing back on what he's saying.
Yeah.
And now that he's come back, he's like doing pretty much the same thing, but now he's proving like he has the power now.
He's kind of like a mob boss. Everything runs through him.
Kind of. He just kind of has that aura now where he's not that he's in charge of everything, but major decisions go through Roman.
And he doesn't have to show up with the title. He doesn't have to travel with the title. He just shows up and the title's there.
I know, people hate that so much. It's like, who cares?
Cody literally did it a couple of weeks ago. He walked in without the title and somebody gave it to him. It was like a week before Roman did it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody said anything. Now every week after, Cody comes in with it, obviously, but like it was nobody ever talks about Cody. Cody did it like a week before.
He's the golden boy. Why would we complain about Cody?
I think it's fine.
So,
Roman's he's that kind of character. It only works with his kind of character where he
mhm.
doesn't need to carry the title around. He's Roman.
No, why would he? He's not. He's
He's
not
not going to
going to
take it
put in
through
the
TSA.
work. Yeah. So it makes perfect sense for that character to do that. So everybody there works for him, basically. So,
Although I thought it
but
was
yeah,
funny that the guy gave him a birthday present. He just smacked out of the air
yeah.
into the air out of his hands. Here's an empty box though.
Well, of course.
Well, yeah, because I mean they could have put something in it. It went flying like like crazy
Maybe it was like something cool, like something small. You don't know.
in that big box that he gave though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's funny. You get
Well,
the joke.
something that's not funny is
Your
Paul
jokes.
Heyman peeing down his leg as Obafemi signs the contract on his chest.
Yeah. Oba, talk about aura. Oba lives with the aura.
He had the ripped jeans. He was looking
Mm-hmm.
good,
Okay. You get your meat man matches. You can't
and
do about
he had the
yourself.
turtleneck on. He was going. He was rocking out.
So he's ready to go. I'm excited to see what they do here. That's another match. I feel like everyone's complaining that Clash of Italy is a bunch of rematches,
It's the best
but
of the rematches.
but
This
it's
is all the
like
matches you would want to see.
yeah, these are matches I want to see rematches of because I like the first match. So yeah, I mean this one's gonna be. It's just gonna be where they decide to go. Are they gonna do a third Oba Brock match? Are they going to do another match where Oba just obliterates Brock and then Brock leaves again?
No, I can't. I can't see that.
I mean, I wouldn't shock me.
I think it would
I
shock
mean,
me more than anything else if Oba just
it's just
completely decimates him.
yeah, I could see it. So I could see him. I could see Oba easily decimating Brock, going on to win the King of the Ring, and then beating Roman at SummerSlam.
Since we're talking about Brock and Oba, I did want to bring this up. I was listening to, uh, funny enough, the Rich Eisen show,
Oh God,
and he
talk
wasn't
about
there.
bald men.
Well, he
Oh,
wasn't there.
thank goodness.
It was hosted by O'Shea Jackson Jr.,
Okay.
who has his own podcast, but
Uh-huh.
uh, he like if nobody out there knows O'Shea Jackson Jr., obviously the son of Ice Cube, uh, big wrestling fan, actor, obviously, and has his own wrestling podcast. And he was on there guest hosting the Rich Eisen show, and they were talking a little wrestling, and they were talking Oba Brock,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody had asked O'Shea what he thought about Brock's coming out of retirement to fight, like ruining, quote unquote, ruining the retirement, and O'Shea said that he thinks it's diminished. The moment at WrestleMania has been diminished because Brock did this.
Mm.
And I didn't necessarily agree with it. I think the WrestleMania moment where Brock puts his boots up and gloves, I think that's a moment in itself, and that'll always live in infamy. Him coming back so quickly after, I don't think necessarily tarnishes that retirement moment.
No,
Especially
in the
because,
basic sense of it, it does.
well, yeah, but I think especially it doesn't tarnish it because Brock specifically said he's retired and he's just coming back to beat up Oba.
Okay, but then you're not retired. That's not how that works.
Well, are you gonna tell Brock that? I'm not gonna tell Brock that.
I just did. Brock, did you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, okay, okay. You're gonna, yeah. I'll see you in the hospital.
I was just saying, like, don't come at me, Brock. I'm telling you, you can't be retired and then have a match. That's not how that works.
Have you ever
What are
met
you,
Ric
Rick?
Flair?
What are you, Ric Flair? So
Have you ever
that's
met
not.
any wrestler ever except for
I'm
John
just
Cena and
saying.
AJ
Well,
Styles?
then you're not retired. I don't care if you come back, but you're not retired. Then you're back. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The moment was fine. It was a good moment. Does it diminish it that he came back? Yeah, a little bit because you thought that was the end, and that's what that moment was about. Celebrating Brock Lesnar's career. He actually showed some human emotion. Now he's back, and like nothing changed. It's just the same Brock. If he would have just left the ring and this would have happened, no one would be complaining about it. But you do that moment for nothing. And I agree with what CVV says about it. Is I think it was all planned. Like they
I'm
played it
starting
off
to
like,
lean that way too.
yeah. I mean, it just seems like, and like one of the things he points out, which I totally agree with, is that WrestleMania is such a night of like strict time limit
Yeah, we talked
planning,
about that before. Yeah,
and it's like they spent so much time on that,
you
and
rehearse and you rehearse and you rehearse.
they
Get the timing down.
specifically never said the word retire. Like they went hard into
That is
never
true
saying the word retire about Brock,
because they were so
which
shocked by
tells
it.
me, yeah, well, but that tells me that it was planned. He's going to do
And
this.
it's so convoluted that it has to be something Triple H thought of.
Well, and even if it is, who who is the king of doing things that you assume is real and then it ends up being a work anyway? Paul Heyman. He does it all the time.
That is
So I
true.
don't know why we ever believe anything Paul Heyman ever says to us, because he's always just working everybody.
He's always in character.
So I don't know why we believe him when he says things like that. So I mean, it just to me seems like it was all planned. Like I don't believe, like some people say, where he retired, they weren't ready for it. They finally convinced him to come back,
Hmm
and it's going to be a clash in Italy. Like if they were gonna convince him to come back, I could see that more being like, oh, he's came back to do the SummerSlam match,
Yeah, they're gonna
which you
make
might
him
still
go across the
do.
pond.
But like you're gonna make him come back just for Clash in Italy? I don't
Yeah,
know. It
that is
just
pretty weird. Yeah,
seems weird to me. But who knows? I mean, we'll never know that for sure unless we get unreal about it. But
I wouldn't put it past him. Or Brock does an interview or something.
even that kind of stuff, they'll probably keep closer to their chest. So it's hard to tell what they're gonna do. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the match. I hope it's a better, like, not that was a bad match at WrestleMania, but I'm hoping this is actually a little bit of a match
I
because those two
think
guys can go. I want it to be a little
I think
back
it's
and
gonna be a
forth.
decent match, and I think Oba's gonna take some punishment in this match.
That's fine. I want Oban to
I
take
know
some
that's
punishment. I don't
that's what I
need him to
want.
be
Yeah,
an unbeatable monster. I mean, I like honestly, I wouldn't be mad if he lost.
we'll get to that in the predictions part.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't be mad if he lost the match because the one thing I hate about guys like and Goldberg ruined this is the undefeated streak.
Bill Goldberg.
You don't need to be undefeated. It doesn't matter in
You
wrestling.
ran out of things to do.
It's like he can only beat up guys for so long. You got to have the adversity for the fans to come back and be like, "Yes, come on," because then they lose. They lose you. Like once you're an unbeatable monster that no one can ever touch, then what's the point? Why should I cheer for you then?
Well, it also usually you build up an unbeatable monster so that the good guy can conquer it.
Yeah, I mean, but he's the face.
I know it's a weird situation.
So, I mean, Goldberg was a face most of his run as undefeated.
Yeah, then he ended the NWO, or at least
But
beat Hogan.
it's like, what are you really accomplishing with him being undefeated? You don't need him to be undefeated to win the world title.
I wouldn't mind if Paul
To be
Heyman
your face.
got one of the pulled a Scott Hall and got one of those tasers and tased Oba for Brock to beat him.
Let's not get crazy. that was stupid. Let's not get.
I think a
crazy.
taser spot could work in the right situation
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
if executed properly.
Well, when the booker's in the match, it's not executed properly. So.
Well, we don't need to talk about WCW.
problem.
That's a wormhole we don't need to go down.
That's a problem.
One thing I did want to talk about though is this Becky Lynch Sol Ruka match because I think we could be getting this could all be leading to a Becky Lynch versus Jessica Carr singles match.
I mean, I would assume eventually. But what are you doing that at WrestleMania or WrestleMania SummerSlam?
No, probably a Saturday Night's Main Event type of thing.
So okay, but then like, what's the end game for Becky here? To put
She
Jessica
finally gets
Carr over?
her
Is Jessica
her
Carr going to become a wrestler for good?
no. I think she's gonna stay a referee. She's wrestled a little bit, but I don't think she's. I think she's more of a referee.
She was a good
be.
wrestler, but it's just like, what's your end game with that?
I think it's just for Becky to finally get over on corrupt Carr and finally have that validation over her.
Well, she ain't going to get over if they do that match.
Oh, you think she's taking a pin?
I don't know why people act like she's Becky Hogan. I mean, that's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's Becky Hogan. It's Sammy Hogan.
I mean, like, how many people does she have to put over for them to give her the credit? I mean, who's she been putting over in these Intercontinental title matches? Lyra. What's her face? I'm
Maxine.
blanking on her name. Maxine. And now we got Soul, who just came up and was her first program with Becky. I don't
That's what
understand
Becky
why
does.
we pretend like Becky's just out here squashing people.
Because she's always got the championship, is what people are upset about.
But that's fine because you don't need to give the title to people to make them. She's giving them wins. She's giving them big time platforms. And she's losing most of these matches. She just lost again to Soul. She hasn't beat Soul yet. So I don't know why we're so worried about
it was a little bit strange that Jessica Carr called DQ on Becky, but it makes sense in terms of storyline. Like in a normal wrestling match, that doesn't make sense. You DQ Soul because she's the one who hit the referee. But
it. Well,
in
Becky pulled
storyline,
her into it.
yeah, it makes sense because she knows Becky's tricks and she knew that Becky pulled her into it, so she DQ'd Becky because she's caused it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good little piece of storytelling.
Yeah, it was all Becky's fault. Even Wade was confused.
Wade's always confused. He was confused why Kit Wilson didn't show up on SmackDown because he had all his lotion got taken. He couldn't go through TSA. He had too much lotion.
Yeah, that happens.
Speaking of SmackDown, we've got Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. This is about the most obvious Rhea routine I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would think so.
Even with Jade and her buddies, Michin and BFAB.
Yeah, but she's got Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, but Alexa got taken out on SmackDown. She got jaded on a chair.
Mm-hmm. I did see that. Yeah, I don't know. I think all this is leading, honestly, to a Charlotte Rhea thing.
Yeah, probably. That's probably where they're going.
Yeah. So maybe at SummerSlam. I mean, Charlotte's been doing this
Year and a
tag
half,
team
I think.
thing for a long time now, and it's about time to get her back where she belongs.
She finally got cheered by the fans. That's what she always wanted.
And this is the perfect time to turn her just straight heel. Just straight, total. Like, turn on Alexa, turn on Rhea, take them both out. And then you have that huge moment where she becomes the ultimate heel.
Whoa.
And Jade needs some time to do. She needs to get a mid-card feud where she can wrestle a lot. I mean, let's give her some people to feed her some people. Even if she goes in, let's have her group go against this new
Chelsea Tiffany.
Chelsea Tiffany and what's her face group.
Well, we don't know if Blake's in it yet.
Okay, but she's kind of flirting with it, so you got the three. Let's give them some matches. Tiffany already doesn't like Jade.
True.
So we have the history. Let's put those two together. Let's put the three of the Jade and her two, Meechin and BFAB together, and let's put them out there and let's give them some good time matches and get Jade some in-ring experience before she gets back in the main event picture.
Sounds good to me.
Because you could tell they had no faith in her the whole time because they never let her wrestle.
Mm-hmm. Which then hurts her because then she can't get experience.
Yeah. So give her a mid-card feud, even if it's just her and Tiffany. And the other
maybe even have her win the U.S. title off of Tiffany.
You don't need to have her win.
No, I'm just saying, like, maybe you build up some sort of, like, oh, Jade took the title off her, now it's even more heated.
But just give her some time in the ring, some experience to actually figure some stuff out for herself. So she's not sitting out there and
or if you do maybe shake things up when you do the draft and they send her to Raw and she gets to wrestle Becky and Bayley and Lyra.
Yeah, I mean, are they doing the draft?
I would think they do it every year.
They haven't done a draft since 2024.
They didn't do a draft last year?
No.
I could have sworn they did a draft last year.
Well,
because they always do the
should stop swearing.
Like the NFL where it's like they have their own locker room where they go in and like a war room.
Not last year.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Did we talk about it?
No, but we didn't start the podcast then.
We started in July. Do you think we would have talked about that? No. I like how you looked that up because you just didn't believe me.
Well, sometimes you're a little crazy, so.
Okay. So, who knows if they'll do a draft this year?
They got to.
But I don't think they have to.
They have to.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think giving her a mid-card feud would be the best thing for her. And then we can do Ripley and Flair. I mean, that seems like where it's going anyway.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah,
And
I
maybe you
agree.
don't even turn Charlotte heel to do it. You have her be the face, and she finally steps up and challenges Rhea, and then Alexa's stuck in the middle,
Oh, she has to choose.
and then she has to choose at SummerSlam, or maybe she ends up being the special ref even.
And she chooses Rhea, turns on Charlotte.
Or not. Well, you could go. Rhea ends up pinning Charlotte, and Alexa counts it, and that's how we'll make Charlotte turn heel on Alexa. So
Ah.
you could do a bunch of different things with that story, and then have Charlotte and Alexa have a whole feud for the rest of the year. Let Rhea go find somebody else.
There's not a lot of main event women on SmackDown, though.
But yeah, but you got to build them up. That's the problem. And you could always have Naomi come back soon.
Yeah, it
So
depends
that's
on how long
possible.
her maternity stuff is.
Well, I mean, it's been almost a year, right?
Probably.
I don't remember the time frame. So
I'm not sure exactly how long she's been gone.
there's people you can throw in that situation. Well, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah,
But I think
and then
that's
we.
the out of all the matches, that's the one. I I can almost 98% guarantee it's probably gonna be Rhea that wins.
Yeah, I would think so.
Mhm.
But one match that isn't predictable is this Cody Gunther match.
I
I have
think your
absolutely
boy's
no idea
losing.
which direction they go.
I'm about tired of hearing him in his promos. My God,
What? Because he's got the new catchphrase.
I'm just Cody just doesn't do
He's
anything for
easy
me.
to find, but he's
I
hard to
hate it.
beat.
I don't. It's stupid. He gets
He
beat up
even
all the time.
he even purposely did the lisp when he was talking to
It's
Gunther.
a horrible catchphrase. He gets beat up all the time.
Yeah, but he can't beat him. He
When
can
does
beat
he
him up.
stand tall in a match?
I mean, he beat Drew McIntyre. He beat Randy Orton. He's doing pretty well right now.
What? He got punted in the face.
But he got back up.
He hasn't done anything since then. He got choked out by Gunther last week. I hope it's Gunther. No, Cody.
I do too for the team purposes, but also
Cody is such a natural douchebag that he just. I just don't. He's more of a
I think you're
douchebag
the only one
because.
that sees that though.
Oh, stop it! You're telling me you look at Cody and think that's a good guy right there.
I mean,
I think that dude is straight up a d bag, and I'm not saying he's like mean to people, but he's a d bag.
that's just who he is.
Yeah, he's always been like that.
Even in the green trunks.
He Cody Rhodes has one of the biggest egos in WWE.
Whoa.
Like, how have you ever listened to him talk about anything?
He's got a whole podcast.
Exactly. He just had a podcast with WWE super fans.
I know. I saw that on the thumbnail of one of the YouTube things. I was
What
like,
a effing idiot!
and the kid was wearing a tie. I thought it was funny.
Like, this guy thinks he's so much of a face that he's having a podcast with super fans that
Why aren't
probably
we
paid
on there?
tons of money to get on there. Because I ain't no shill for Cody Rhodes. I ain't one of these Cody crybabies. I'd rather send Roman and Rock. I didn't need to see that story finished. That story could have ended a long time ago for me.
Oh man.
Turned his back on his own company. Let's just go through a list of things that he did wrong.
I don't think we need to.
Started out green as grass. Got his dad punted because he couldn't defend him.
How does Dad punt?
Roman Reigns was right.
You're over.
Dusty never liked him.
He likes Roman better, like Seth better.
He liked Roman. He liked Seth better. There's a reason. Maybe because they're actually likable guys. And
Likes
Cody's
Dustin better.
Cody's just a Cody.
Well, there's another little piece to this Gunther Cody triangle we
Choke
got
him
going
out.
on right now,
Choke
and
him
it's Sami Zayn.
Ugh, get him out of my face too.
Sami Zayn, the last real good guy.
I just
It's
like
kind of
how he
the
keeps trying to get Johnny Gargano to do something.
well, that's what I wanted to talk about.
It's like keeps like poking him with a stick. Like, come
So
on.
Sammy keeps using the moniker that he's the last real good guy. I like this
Mm-hmm.
heel character where he's delusional. He thinks that he's done nothing wrong and everything around him has changed. I like this. No, they don't really do that kind of character anymore.
That's you to a T, so it makes sense.
And
Delusional.
Kevin was the last guy who kind of did that. And so I like that Sammy's doing it. So this whole Johnny Gargano thing, I think it's so funny that he just rambles to Johnny Gargano, who just is laying there not responding. It's so
Yeah,
funny. But I wanted to mention, I wanted to get this out there into the universe in case I actually become right. And I think it'd be cool.
I doubt it.
I think the way that they get Johnny out of this gimmick where he's just laying there doing nothing is he finally responds to Sammy's constant complaining. So Sammy just week after week just keeps on complaining to Johnny. He doesn't talk, and then all of a sudden, one week, Sammy's talking, and then Johnny cuts him off, and he says, "Sammy, shut up! I'm done listening to you." And then he just gets up and walks away, and that's how we get out of that gimmick and back into Johnny wrestling.
I can see that. That'd be interesting. There's one thing that on Not Sam's podcast that they were talking about. Some guy emailed this in, and I thought it was hilarious.
What
And
was it?
Sam liked it too. So he said that why doesn't WWE do an alternate reality of like what's happening inside Gargano's head? Like like inside his head, he's actually wrestling people and winning matches.
Oh, nice.
But then like it comes back and like you'll start hearing like Candace say Johnny, Johnny,
Yeah.
and then it'll snap back and he's just laying there.
Oh, that is
It's
good.
like
I like
he's
that.
like beating all these people. Like it'd be like
He
you can
pins
even do
Roman.
like he's pinning Roman. Like you just come back from break and it's Johnny and Roman in the ring and Johnny hits him with a move and pins him.
I
Or
like
like
that. Yeah.
it's like Cena. You can bring Cena back to do like because it's not real.
It's
just in his
acting. Yeah.
head. He just brings Cena back. He pins Cena real
I like that.
quick.
That's really cool.
And then it just comes back and it's just him laying there again with Candace trying to get him up. I thought that was a pretty fun idea to do. And something that you kind of like, I mean, like, the best part about WWE is the theatrics of it. And sometimes I feel like they don't go into that enough.
Not anymore. They did in the pandemic because they were kind of forced to, but they kind of
I
went away
think that'd
from
be
it.
a funny way to let Johnny do something.
I think that'd be
else, but
awesome,
still
yeah.
doing the same gimmick. But let's talk about the best character in WWE right now.
Oh, Danhausen?
Danhausen.
He's doing his side experiments.
He got his stuff taken away from him.
So he
the
had
pond.
he had
He had to steal the rest of it.
he had to collect it all from behind Aldous as he was talking to Miz.
Mhm. Yeah, he couldn't carry that TV or computer thing.
He was struggling.
Had to get it in there.
I just love when
how
the
do you
camera.
not like that character?
I love when the camera's on Nick Aldis and he's talking and we know who he's talking to, and then it just pans and he's just smiling. He got this stupid look on his face. It's fantastic.
How do you not love the Danhausen character? And people are. I've been seeing a lot of stuff this week about like people are saying AEW really fumbled with
Oh, come on.
Danhausen.
They didn't know what they had.
Well, okay, but here's my thing about that is like I see what people are saying because they could have made him mainstream, but the Danhausen character doesn't really like it is a WWE like it fits perfectly. He's the perfect WWE character.
It's a stupid gimmick.
Yes.
He's a make believe vampire guy.
But that kind of character works so much better in the WWE environment than I think
Yeah.
AEW is so much about we're real, this is where we wrestle, all this stuff. Now they got a few good characters like Orange Cassidy and I'm blanking on the other guy that I was thinking about earlier. And I mean Hookhausen was a great tag team. I love that tag team. Hook was a serious guy. He never smiled once. And then you got Danhausen cursing people. But AEW just it goes more into the serious route. And I think
They're hardcore.
And I think that there's more focus on the wrestling. So then the Danhausen character kind of gets lost in the sauce in that kind of company. But he comes to WWE where you can do that background stuff and have a whole segment where he's in his laboratory. Like, that kind of stuff is hilarious and I think works a lot better in WWE. So I don't know if I would say AEW fumbled it. I would say Danhausen hit his groove. And the thing with the WWE for Danhausen is he's getting so much more mainstream pub. than
Yeah,
anything else. He's
he's
on the
reached so much
ESPN doing
mainstream.
stuff.
I mean, let's talk about that for a second because there are people that have no interest in wrestling
Mm-hmm.
that are New York Knicks fans
Mm-hmm.
who know who Danhausen is because he cursed the
Yeah,
Cleveland
there are
Cavaliers
shirts of him.
and the New York Knicks are in the NBA Finals as of recording this.
Yeah, he
They
won
are
like
in
what
the
they
NBA
won.
Finals. They haven't played a game yet, but they are in the NBA Finals because of Danhausen.
They won like 12 straight games since he uncursed them.
If they win a
So,
championship, Danhausen becomes immortal.
oh, in New York Nick lore for sure. And it's crazy to think about like that. I
I
mean, he's
wouldn't be
doing all
surprised if
this
somebody
stuff.
scales the Statue of Liberty and paints a Danhausen face on it.
I mean, they're doing all. He's doing all this stuff on all these different shows. He's getting all this mainstream pub. I mean, and he owns his character.
He owns it.
Like
Yep,
this
he
is his
created it.
character. He's been
Independent.
doing this for years, and it's just crazy that this guy is taking off so much, especially after the way he debuted. And the fans just did not understand the gimmick
And
and
he's
were
best friends with
attacking him.
CM Punk.
Yeah, Pepsi Phil, no one cares about that.
He can't call him Petsy Phil anymore.
I can call him whatever I want.
No, he can't. Danhausen can't.
Well, he can call him whatever he wants either. I think he
He
has
calls
more
him
power than
Cola Man
Pepsi
Punk.
now.
Cola Man Punk now.
I think Danhausen has more power than Pepsi, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. What's Pepsi gonna do? He's just gonna curse him. Then
He's just
then
gonna...
Coke takes over.
Well, that's why he calls him Cola Man Punk now.
I'd be afraid if I was Pepsi to say anything to him.
Danhausen, it's so awesome how much he's taken off. I love it. And the people that are still hating on it, they only hate on it because that's what they've like dug in their ways. They're not
Yeah,
gonna.
Coachman.
Oh, is
Come
Coachman hating on it? I
on.
haven't heard anything about
Oh,
him.
that's all he does is hate on
Well,
Danhausen's character.
Coachman was all in on the goofy gimmicks when he was in the
I know
company.
that's what blows my mind about why he hates Danhausen so much. Dude, you literally got thrown through a wall. Your pants got ripped out, and you had a thong on. What are you talking about, goofy?
Well, he probably just wears that normally.
Your whole character was a character that pretended like he was so cool and could wrestle, and sucked. Like that was your character. Why are you bashing him? No one wanted to see you. You had go away heat.
You would go away.
I don't know why you're pretending like Dan. People love Danhausen. He's one of the
I
top
hadn't
merch guys.
I hadn't heard that Coachman was hating on him.
Sam Roberts is a fan. That's all that matters.
Well, of course, Sam.
Right?
He's interviewed him like 3 times before he even got to WWE.
Mm-hmm. CVV loves him. Those are the guys I care about.
We love him. We stamp of approval. Brothers Wrestling stamp of approval.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going to find much more better of a gimmick than Danhausen. So,
But who's
I don't know.
underneath the sheet? Who's going to be his science experiment?
Doesn't matter. And that's the thing. Like people are going to make all these wild things again, or it's like it's The Rock
They're
over
gonna be
there,
they're gonna be mad.
or John Cena, or CM Punk, and it's like it's going to be some dude. We probably won't even know who it is. It doesn't matter because
I think it would be funny if it's
But Dan
Omos.
has a. It's not. Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be Omos, and I don't think it's going to be Corbin either. Really.
No, there's no way it's Corbin. If they're gonna bring Corbin back, which there's rumors that they might, if they're gonna bring Corbin back, they're gonna do it in a way a much more serious, like actual way.
I don't think so, but who knows? But anyway, it doesn't really matter who it's going to be because it's going to be Danhausen. It's going to be funny no matter what. So it doesn't matter. And that's the thing the thing the fans need to figure out with this Danhausen character is it doesn't matter. Don't build up your expectation for what he's going to do because whatever he ends up doing is going to be good and be funny. So just be happy with what happens.
Mhm.
Don't be like, oh, it's not The Rock. I hate this now. It's like, it's never going to be The Rock, people. I don't know why we think that. And then, hey, maybe if you live down here where you don't do that, and then it ends up being The Rock, wouldn't you be super like shocked and surprised and happy? Like, why we gotta live in the
What if they go the other way? What if they go the way of I can't believe it was The Rock.
No,
What
no,
are they
that's
doing?
fine.
This is so stupid.
That's fine. They're idiots then. I mean, they're never happy. I don't understand. Just be happy with what they're doing on here.
Are we talking about wrestling fans?
Yeah. This is some of the better stuff they've been doing for a while.
Yeah, Danhausen's amazing right now.
I mean, you
Him
want
taking
to
all
go
the
back to 2019?
equipment, him taking all the equipment back to his laboratory was great.
That was good stuff. We can go back to those dark times, people, and relive them. I don't know why we think that what's going on right now is so bad.
Because I think a lot of the wrestling fans that are pretty vocal right now weren't around for those times. There's a
It
lot
was
of people
fun,
that I've seen that I've come across that have been like making tweets and stuff that have been vocal, like being angry and stuff. They a lot of people in the comments like they go into arguments and stuff, and they don't really have the knowledge pre like pandemic.
which is sad. Do your history. If you're gonna get into something, do your history. And the people that just go into this stuff so negative, like why even like some of these podcasts are out there where everything's just negative. I hate this. I
Well,
hate
that's
that.
because
I
that
hate
get
this.
clicks.
Okay, but that's fine. But then why are you watching it? You're
Because they want to
torturing
be
yourself.
they watch it to be to make negative comments about it.
That makes no sense.
They don't
Uh,
watch it to get enjoyment. They watch it to hate it.
But that means that's the opposite of why you should do anything. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know why
We've
you
been
would
through
think
the
that would be a
trenches.
good idea.
We lived through the dark times.
Yeah, I mean, we started in '07, and then I went back and pretty much tried to learn as much as I could. And there's a lot worse times than what we got right now, people. Be happy that there's all these guys are here. I mean, there's all these people that complained about Roman not being there in June. Dude, he's been back since WrestleMania. Enjoy him being back. If he's not here in June, let's worry about that in June. Why are we talking about it? They were talking about it in April. Who cares? Enjoy the time you have in the present. Stop worrying about what's going to happen in the future with it. But whatever. Fans are stupid. Hate them.
Fans are stupid. Okay. Well, we are recording this the night of the Mask versus Mask AAA event. El
What
Grande
was that?
versus El Grande.
What was that event called?
No, Noche something.
Oh my
I don't remember.
God, I'm not going to help you.
Okay, let me look it up.
We know you hate Mexicans on the show.
I don't hate Mexicans.
We know it. You hated them in the draft. You hated them now.
What was it called? Noche de los Grandes.
What's that mean?
Uh,
Don't look
I
it
didn't know
up.
you were gonna ask me what it means. Put me on the spot
Don't,
here.
don't look it up.
Don't look it up. How am I supposed to? I don't know what Noche means.
Night?
Oh, that's what that means. Oh, okay. Night
Yes.
of the large Americans.
No, Night of the Greats.
Oh, Night of the Greats. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could have you didn't have to walk me through. You could have just told me.
Well, that's no fun. I gotta have fun on this show, don't I?
Maybe if you weren't a jabroni.
Maybe if you got any kind of Mexican history.
What,
What's going on?
what do I gotta know Noche de los Grandes for?
I'm just trying to test your Spanish to see where
I
you're
don't
at.
speak Spanish. I'm not very good at it.
Obviously not.
Anyway, the match happened. The pay per view was good, or I guess you can call it pay. I don't know. Like the super card was good.
The YouTube
Apparently,
show.
people are saying Ray Phoenix winning the cruiserweight title is a 5-star match. Good for him. I
Yeah,
like that.
it's a good match.
Phoenix needs to have some stuff. But this mass versus mass match goes on, and it's a pretty intense match. You get both of the helpers. You get Bravo and Ryo, and then you get Julio and Bruto coming out,
Yep.
and they battle. They take each other away, and then I think it was Bravo. I'm not sure which one's which. Tyler Bates' version. He jumped off the
Hairy chest.
yeah, he jumped off the crowd like he was on a second level thing, and he jumped off and took them all out. So that was pretty cool. But in the end, we get the new, I guess, El Grande Americano, not original, winning the match and becoming the only El Grande Americano.
Mhm.
And in Lucha Libre lore, in the rules, and you got to take the mask off. Mask versus match, you got to lose the mask. So you got to unveil, you got to take the mask off. And original Grande did that, revealed himself to be Chad Gable. Everybody was shocked. Didn't
I didn't see it coming.
see it coming. Even though his family was in the ring with him. We didn't
Don't
know.
steal my lines.
We didn't
I
know.
said that earlier.
And so Chad Gable revealed to be the original Americano, and now all we have is El Grande Americano as the only one. So we'll see where they go. And we were talking about before we started how this has got to lead to him beating Dom for the AAA title.
Yeah, I don't know what else you would do with him.
You can't. He's the most hot superstar in wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say so, especially in that down in Mexico. He's the star.
They're painting murals on the
Yeah.
wall.
So he's the man down there right now.
He's a German.
Give him the title and let him run. Dom's not doing anything with it anyway.
Don't disrespect Dom. This is not a
He
take
doesn't
shots at
do
Dom
anything.
segment.
What does he do?
He styles his mustache
He doesn't wrestle.
and he holds Liv and they put their hands in each other's pockets.
He never wrestles.
He doesn't need to. He's Dom.
Well, then don't give him titles.
This is not a take shots at Dom segment. This is talk about El Grande segment.
I hope he loses. Yeah, it was a good match though. A lot of emotion.
Undertaker's doing his thing down there. He knows what he's doing.
So I was telling you during the match, I said only WWE could make a mask versus mask match with an American and a German pretending to be Mexican luchadors. Well, they also have American and European guys as their lackeys, also in masks. Only WWE can pull that off, and
it works. And
well received
the
in Mexico.
Mexican crowd's going crazy for him.
Yes, it's not like it was booed out of the building. Somehow that worked. I don't know how, but
oh man,
yeah. So I'm glad. And I'm glad for Chad Gable. Let him go back.
Now he can come back, wrestling machine.
He can do whatever gimmick they decide to do with him. Shorty G again. I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna mess it. He's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's not his thing. I kind of hope he stays in AAA.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna have a hot 3 weeks, and then he's gonna go. They're not gonna do anything with him.
And one of the things we talked about before the show about that AAA card is that the WWE. How do you say that? WWE has infiltrated that AAA, and that whole show just proved
their influence.
Yeah, you had Ray Phoenix become the cruiserweight champ, and you had the War Raiders become the tag champs, and they're really pushing the guys that, which I'm glad for these guys. Like War Raiders were doing nothing on the show. Phoenix has been doing nothing, so I'm glad to see these guys come down here and they're able to take their claim in AAA and make the most of being down here and getting some TV time, even if it's on YouTube, and getting that TV time for themselves, so that way they can build up their characters down there and have something to do instead of just being background characters on Raw and SmackDown. So I'm glad for these guys. So, and I kind of hope Chad Gable stays out there. I think he have better.
He said he'd come back.
There.
He did a promo as he was taking his mask off. He said he'd be back.
I think he'd have better matches down there than he would if he goes back up to WWE main roster. So AAA's got a lot of things going for them. They're probably one of the hotter promotions right now, I'd say.
And they're getting ready for Triple Mania, and I think it's in September is when Triple Mania is.
It's going to be 2 nights this year, so I think it's 2 random nights too. I think it's weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's back to back.
So we'll see, but they're going in the right direction. You strap a rocket to El Grande's back, give him the title, and he can carry that company. So it reminds me a lot of when NXT first started getting hot, back in those glory days of Black and Gold, when you had the guys like Nakamura and Joe and Finn Balor and Kevin Owens that really built up that brand. You're starting to see these guys in AAA build up. You had some of the established guys like Vikingo and those guys. But you're also getting some of these guys that from the lower level WWE that are starting to take advantage of their opportunities and make a name for themselves. And then you can able to bring bigger stars down there. That's the other nice part for them. You had the match where Pentagon defended the Intercontinental title. You've had some other big. Ray's the GM now. Dom's a champ. I mean, even if he doesn't wrestle, I mean, he's a big name. So AAA's got a lot of good things going for them, and they could really find themselves like stepping up here soon.
Was
If
Phoenix was always a part of AAA, right? Before he was never a part of the other
yeah, a
company.
lot of those they were in AAA doing stuff before Lucha, and then they go to Lucha and did that
They
stuff.
weren't, but they weren't in the other Mexican promotion.
No,
I'm blanking on what
no,
that one's called.
CMLL.
Yeah, CMLL. Yeah,
They, I mean, he might. I don't know 100% for sure because it's just like uh, WWE and AEW. I mean, he might have been there one time and then went to AAA, but he
yeah,
was in
yeah.
AAA at the time he went to Lucha because Lucha got the deal with AAA.
Hmm.
So most of the guys that came up there from Mexico were from AAA, and that's why Conan was there, and all that stuff. And then they did that, and then they were still doing stuff with AAA at the time, and then they went over to AEW, and AEW had the relationship with AAA to start with. They even defended like before they had the AEW tag titles, they used the AAA tag titles in the Lucha
Well,
Bros
and
versus Young
didn't
Bucks
Kenny
matches.
Omega win the title on
Kenny Omega
one of
was a
the?
champ for a
Yeah,
while when he was doing the belt collector gimmick, when he
I
won the
love the Belt
TNA
Collector.
title and all those titles. So he had the AAA title for a while, and they brought some guys in. Now AEW ended that relationship once they went with WWE. They're doing stuff with CMLL now. That's why Mystico's been doing a lot of stuff with AEW, and you have Claudio as the champ. I think he's still a champ. I don't think he's lost it yet.
I don't think I've heard anything about him losing.
So, and a lot of guys have been signing two-way contracts where they're technically signed to both CMLL and AEW. So, it just depends on who you make the relationships with. But yeah, I mean, AAA's finding the right foothold right now. I mean, they got the WWE brand backing them, the power, the money, and they're really making waves. So,
Yeah,
it's
they're
a
doing good
total
stuff.
opposite of what happened with TNA when they made their deal.
Let's not talk about
So,
TNA.
I'm just saying, it didn't really. The way they did both those deals, it's shocking the difference.
Yeah, it's almost like they respect one of the companies.
Yeah, it's almost like they actually cared about what they did with AAA. Now, to be fair, they did buy AAA and they only partnered with TNA, but still, it's like,
I don't think it would. I don't think it would have mattered,
I mean, they basically just buried TNA every chance they got when they did it.
and took all their top guys.
Yeah, and took every good person they that had any sense of having a chance to do anything. And Henry, Grace, all these people. So, and the thing they gave him was, yeah, your world champ can be in the Royal Rumble this year. That was about it. He wrestled at Mania, and that was only because Kevin Owens got hurt. If he wouldn't have got hurt, he wouldn't have been wrestling WrestleMania. That's for sure. So, but I digress.
Well, you want to do some predictions?
Yeah, let's go over our Clash of the Elite predictions.
All right,
See
I've
where
got
we're
the
at.
card right here.
Great.
Your 2026 WWE Clash in Italy match card. We've got Becky Lynch defending the Intercontinental Championship against Sol Ruca. We've got the rematch Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. We've got Rhea Ripley defending the WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. Cody Rhodes defends the WWE Championship against Gunther. And Roman Reigns defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat.
Okay, good card. It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
card.
very good card on paper. So let's
Yeah,
rapid fire these predictions here. Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca.
I think I'm gonna go Soul.
Me too. Sol
I think
Ruca.
this could be the her big chance.
Brock
So
Lesnar versus Oba.
I'm going Oba. I think.
I'm going Brock.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad either way, and I wouldn't be shocked either way.
Hmm.
But I kind of want Oba to win and go on to SummerSlam and to go for the title.
Yeah.
So
Rhea Ripley versus Jade.
Ripley. Easy.
Ripley. Cody versus Gunther.
I'm going Gunther.
I'm
I
gonna
think they want a
go.
big shock.
I'm gonna go shenanigans. Cody retains.
I'm gonna go shenanigans and Orton cost him the title.
I
That's my pick.
mean, I like it. I like it a lot. But I think shenanigans. I don't know what those shenanigans are. But I think shenanigans happen. I'm saying that word a lot.
Yeah, you need
And
to stop.
and Cody retains. Even though I want Gunther to win a lot because I think Gunther as WWE champion would be awesome and it helps my team.
Well, yeah, we know.
And then Roman Jacob Tribal Combat.
Why do you just cut me off? I wasn't done talking.
What were you saying?
I was just gonna say there's two outcomes I think that's gonna happen
Oh, sorry.
in that
Okay.
in that Cody Gunther match.
Okay.
I think Randy's coming back. That's my biggest prediction for that.
I hope so. He's been gone since WrestleMania.
I think either one, he comes out, attacks Cody, and gets Gunther DQ'd, and that's how they save both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, he comes out, takes out Cody, and Gunther wins, and that sets up Orton, Cody, and Gunther SummerSlam.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
Those are my two predictions. But
Yeah, we'll
if
see if
I'm
either of
picking
those
one,
right.
I want Gunther to win.
And I'm going to pick Cody.
Because
And then now,
Gunther
Tribal
having the
Combat,
title.
Roman Jacob.
Yes. I'm going Roman. I can't really.
I'm-
I mean, I would like to see Jacob win because I think it would be a whole shock to the system, especially with him becoming tribal chief and Roman going away for a while. But also, like, it's Roman.
It
Like, I
is
just
Roman.
expect him to always win.
That's the answer enough. It's Roman.
I just expect him to always win these matches. I don't remember a time when I thought he would ever lose, really. So,
Well, we knew Cody was going to beat him at 40.
I didn't. I was hoping he'd beat him.
I'm going to go. Ugh. My official prediction, I'm going to say Roman as well. But I do want to put a into the universe that I could see a world where Jacob beats him, and not just because Roman's not advertised for the summer like June or whatever. I don't think would be a reason why he would lose, or the main reason why he would lose. I think that they could go down a storyline where Jacob wins, depending on how big this injury is. I think Jacob could win this match, become the world champion, become the tribal chief, and then go on this power hungry, power crazy power trip where he becomes the tribal chief and now he's in charge, bossing the Usos around, and the Usos are completely just like we didn't realize how bad we needed Roman because Roman was such a level-headed leader.
Was he?
He well, he became that.
I don't
Now-
care
now-
what the tribal chief says.
Now he's become such a level-headed leader, and Jacob is just like this insane, like you do what I say or I'm gonna kick your teeth in type of thing. Like Roman, he matured out of that, and now this is like a wild animal leading the bunch. I think they could go down that road, but my official prediction is Roman.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one of my new favorite lines though. What Jacob said, "I'm gonna dog walk your butt." I love that. I'm gonna start using that on you.
Okay,
In these picks, I'm dog walking you.
are you all gas no brakes?
Yeah, see, I don't like that one as much.
You got what I mean?
I do like the dog walking though.
I think we only differ on one. No, we differ on two because you picked Gunther. So
Which
we'll see who
trust me,
comes
I
out on
don't
top.
like.
If you like Cody, we would have picked the same one.
you give me a triple threat match between Cody, Gunther, and CM Punk, and I'm just tapping out.
CM Punk.
Yeah. people I
Oh,
don't
because you
like.
hate. Yeah, I thought you were bringing up Randy again, but
No, I'm hoping Randy comes out and wins. That's who I'd rather have be champ.
well, he's
I
gonna
want-
get 15 at
I
some
want-
point.
I want Randy to come out, take out Cody, let Gunther win, and then let's go to SummerSlam and have a triple threat. And then Randy wins. And then
They're
Randy
gonna
gets
give
champ.
Randy 15 at some point. They built it up way too much. There was too much of a talking point on the road to WrestleMania for them not to actually do it eventually.
I want him to punt Cody out of the company. Cody can go back to his indies where he yells at girls all the time,
He didn't
Oh.
yell. He just gave her $20.
calls her a whore.
I don't think he ever called anyone a hooer.
It was implied.
He just
It
gave her
was
$20 because
implied.
that was 20 more than she was gonna make.
It was implied that it was from stripping,
A hooer.
not wrestling.
Well, Clash of Italy is going to be amazing. We may come back and do a Clash of Italy recap just because of how big of a card it is.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
And follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube. Give us a subscribe on YouTube as well. And catch us here on Spotify if you're not followed already. If you're just listening to the first one, maybe you're catching this clip on a on a Facebook or on TikTok or something. Follow us everywhere and make sure you don't miss out. We will be back with a recap pretty soon of Clash of Italy. It's going to be a crazy card, but we'll see you then.
Yep. Peace.